Like many heroin users, Tammy Raleigh's addiction started as a pain problem. After taking prescription meds prescribed by a doctor, she eventually tried heroin and got hooked.
Probably better than any other medicine I've been on. But after a while, I needed more and more and more.
Raleigh is just one face showing how heroin addiction has changed. Jefferson County Sheriff Colleen O'Neill says when she began her career in law enforcement almost 30 years ago, there was a much different view of addicts.
It used to be that it was only the bad guys that you saw addicted to heroin, and now it's across the board.
With heroin addiction affecting people from every walk of life, the sheriff says it's changed the minds of many police officers.
I think law enforcers saw it as a choice that somebody was making, and now I think that everybody understands that some people have addictions, and it's not a choice that they're happy with.
How did it get to this point? Bill Bowman is the executive director of Pivot, an organization that helps addicts. He says heroin addiction is a brain disease.
We understand brain chemistry. We understand how addiction develops. We understand how it works, and we know how to treat it.
Christina Lessick is a social science professor at SUNY Canton and says this is a mental health issue.
Our most recent studies show that heroin and other drugs actually change your brain chemistry.
Gone are the stiff penalties of the Rockefeller drug laws that put people in prison for simple possession. Jefferson County District Attorney Christina Mills says there's a whole new way of prosecuting and penalizing people caught with drugs.
Simple possession, and it's not a large amount of heroin, that's a misdemeanor. You can get up to a year in jail, you can get up to 3 years probation, fines, you can get a conditional discharge.
And while heroin is illegal and many people are arrested and prosecuted for possession, the focus has shifted from treating addicts as criminals to actually treating them for a health problem.
Prosecutors, instead of looking more towards punishment, are looking more towards rehabilitation as far as addicts are concerned.
Locking people up isn't going to solve the problem, and we know that now.
One important point, everyone in law enforcement we spoke with draws a line between heroin users and dealers. Dealers, they say, should still be prosecuted with the full force of the law. Amanda Corna, 7 News.